life into something that you can never own.
Hello, Sagittarius. So here's your reading for the week of January 29th through about February 4th. These are general. Take what works, and what doesn't work just doesn't work. But if you find this reading at a later date, maybe there's something in it for you. Okay, let's get 3 cards for you guys. Okay. Yep. And 2 more cards. And 1 more. And I need what is challenging my Sagittariuses this week. And what is your recommendations? In your recent past position, you have the 5 of Cups. In your current energy, you have Strength. In your near future, you have the 8 of Pentacles. Your challenge for the week is the 7 of Swords reversed, and the recommendations for you is the 2 of Pentacles. In the recent past, the 5 of Cups indicates that you were really upset about something. Something has happened to make you very emotionally upset. You were focusing on things that either didn't go right, things you lost, or certain aspects that just were not working out. But the 5 of Cups always is a reminder that if you look around at the whole picture, there's other things really positive going on for you, but you just may have been focusing on certain negative aspects that just were not working right, whatever that might be. And just feeling down and out a little bit. But in your current energies, you have the Strength, which is all about perseverance. She is very patient in dealing with this cat. So she knows that she sees the larger picture. She sees the longer game in the sense. So she understands to get to where she wants to go, it's going to take dedication and persistence and time and effort. So she's very diligent with that. And what's coming in for you with the 8 of Pentacles here is indicating that you're going to be honing your craft. The 8 of Pentacles is about kind of trying things out, but being persistent with something specific, trying to perfect it, to try to keep doing something to get it really running smoothly or perfecting something. But with the Strength position, your challenge for the week with the 7 of Swords reversed could really indicate, this could be kind of like negative self-talk or just feeling that you're not capable of doing something. In the upright position, he can indicate being stealthy and being sneaky and being kind of clever in a strategic way. But in reverse, it could indicate that either you're deceiving yourself, you're hiding something from other people, or it can indicate that you are feeling that you're not good enough to do what you want, or you're not capable enough. So with the Strength, because she's very persistent, you might be getting in your head that you're just not going to be able to manage, because she's able to kind of manage all the aspects that of her responsibilities kind of effectively. But you might be feeling that, you know what, I'm not going to be able to manage. Maybe this 5 of Cups situation is kind of coming back up, whatever this represents for you, and it's kind of getting in your head that maybe I'm not capable, or I won't be able to do this for the long term. Something's going to happen. But what's recommended for you is the 2 of Pentacles, and this is all about balancing things out. So I think this is kind of, in a sense, like, make sure you're giving your time adequately to things. Make sure you're not over giving certain time to something and then under giving to something else. So I think this is going to help alleviate this feeling that you're not going to be capable of doing something if you're a little bit more balanced. Because what's coming in for you, the 8 of Pentacles, is you really working on whatever this represents for you. You're really working on it. You're really honing your skills. You're really kind of perfecting it. So that's really fantastic. But in order to do that, sometimes you need to kind of have that balance. And especially because the strength is here, whatever this is, I think is more long-term energy for you. It's bigger picture stuff. So it's probably not going to just get sorted out within the next few weeks. It's going to be something that you're going to have to really figure out how to balance your time, kind of overcome any doubts or fears that you may have within yourself, and really kind of see this as a long-term progression that you're going to have to kind of step by step, hone the skills and figure it out, and kind of move in that direction. So let's see what else we get for you, my Sagittariuses. Okay. So this one, and this is Cat Spirit, Claim Your Independence. Labradorite, See the Magic. And we have Hand of Cards, Take a Chance, Risk Being Strategic, Options, Not Showing Hand, Gambling, and Seduction, Attraction, Flirting, Dating, Hooking Up, Temptation, Third-Party Interference. Okay, so this is the one jumped out. Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay, so Cat Spirit, claim your independence. Now, I really feel the strength, to me, she's very independent. She knows what she wants. She goes after it, and she's willing to take the steps needed to kind of get the results. And even if she gets burned here and there, because I'm sure this cat's bit her more than once or scratched her, she still knows she wants to be friends with this cat. So she sees the end goal and is understanding that regardless of the bumps in the road, she has to, in order to get to point A to C, she has to deal with B. So she already knows it. That's not a problem for her. So I think this is saying that you need to kind of have a type of independence, and sometimes when you have this independence, it's like you're that's your mind, in a sense, like you're minded in a sense. I don't know how I'm saying this. Like her, she knows what she wants, and she's willing to do what she needs to get to what she wants. So I think and she's not relying on anybody else. So I think you might need to kind of come a little bit different, because I feel like whatever you're working on, and for some of you, this might be like some kind of emotional thing, or kind of like, I don't want to say leveling up, but I'm kind of feeling that this could be something that is stemming from this Five of Cups moment. Whatever disappointment might be spurring you in a new direction, or pushed you into a new direction, or you realizing that you can't go through this again. So in a sense that this Five of Cups for some of you might have represented you having been tied to a person or a job or something where you were kind of, I don't want to say got swept up in the waves or whatever, but you might have been tied to somebody else, and whatever didn't go right, now you're trying to figure out, you realize you have to stand on your own or figure a new direction out. But I think with this Seven of Swords in reverse, this could be indicating that you're feeling that maybe you can't manage to stand on your own, but you're going to be fine, because the Two of Pentacles is recommended for you just to, give things a go. I think the Two of Pentacles, sometimes he's juggling things, but in order to do that, in order to juggle successfully, you have to drop the ball a few times. Like, he didn't just start juggling and make it look so easy without kind of having a few mess ups here and there. So it's a work in progress. So you have to constantly be learning and retrying things. And with the Eight of Pentacles, I think you're really headed in that energy where you're definitely trying to perfect whatever this represents for you. You're working on it. So, and Labradorite, See the Magic. And I think sometimes like this is kind of saying that with the Five of Cups, she was really focused on the 3 cups that have spilled, but she didn't look around to see all like the great stuff that's behind her. So sometimes, I know I do this too, when I'm focused on something, I'm like focused. There's nothing else, you know? I'm focused on the bad stuff, but then I'm not seeing like the fun stuff about like the dog or the cat trying to get my attention because they know I'm upset and they want to cheer me up. So you might be you might have like focused on some stuff that was obviously important to you because you're upset about it, but seeing the magic is seeing the other things around you that's actually really positive, that's really good and really special for your life or intrinsic to your life or your experience here. So I think this is saying just, even though if you're feeling a little bit down, a little bit fearful, things may not have been going quite right. And because sometimes the strength to me, it's also, you know, bumps in the road as well. But just don't forget to see the good things going on as well. And Hand of Cards, take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. So I think this being strategic, because this guy, even though he's in reverse, he's still here. And he's a card of strategy as well. So I think this is saying you might not know how to go about something the best way. You might not know the best strategy to move forward. But this is saying I think you need to kind of, sometimes you got to take a risk a little bit. The Strength card, she's about taking a risk too. She knows. So I think with whatever's going on, you just have to kind of take a chance. And the Five of Cups, this Five of Cups moment might be making you feel like you shouldn't take a risk. And maybe that's why this is in reverse, because you're like, oh, I shouldn't take a risk because this happened before, or I don't want to be heartbroken again. But sometimes like you just have to kind of you have to go for it. And I think this is saying you should take a chance, you know, just kind of see what's going on. And then even with the juggling is maybe just dip your toe into something. If you want to try something new, or if this is something else you want to try, this could be saying you can juggle multiple things. Maybe this is indicating that depending on what this is, you could dip your toe into it in a sense, see how that goes. If it works out okay, or if it seems okay, then dip the foot in it or something, you know, kind of go into it a little further depending on what the situation is for you. And Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. So let me see where I feel like this may be going in. So I wonder if this third-party interference really was with the Five of Cups. Maybe there was somebody else that kind of, and it doesn't need to be like an affair or anything like that necessarily. It could just been somebody else kind of wasn't very nice to you or really got your spirits down on something. But to me, this is also saying for some of you, this attraction, flirting, dating, maybe you're kind of worried about actually getting back out on the market. But then I would say that this is saying that, you know, let's say if you haven't dated in a long time or something, or whatever you want to do, because this dating doesn't even need to be with a person. It could be like an idea. You could be kind of dating an idea. Like, let's say you wanted to try something new out, or you wanted to maybe think about a different career or something. You could just kind of date the idea. You don't have to get engaged or married to the idea. You can kind of just watch videos on people who are in that career, or look at different kind of information to see if you do switch careers, what do you need to do to get into that field? Is there a way that you could potentially kind of wiggle in it now? So that would be the dating to me, or the flirting. It could be you might be seeing something you like. And maybe that's why the Strength is here and the Eight of Pentacles. Maybe you're seeing something that you like and now you're working hard towards it. So for some of you, this could be like a job, or this could be something else that you want something new, or you think something's better for you. And you're kind of seeing how it is. You know, you're kind of blending things a little bit just to see if it's going to work out or where it goes. And I definitely think that's positive. I definitely am a person, we should try things. We definitely need to try things. Now, Passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And I think this is kind of saying just enjoy the moment, see the magic. I think with you claiming your independence, maybe this is, for some of you, you're going in a new direction, trying something new, sticking your toe into something different, seeing how it works for you, or seeing how you like it. And I think that's perfect. I think that's great. Okay, let's see what quote we get for you guys. Okay. The bank of love is never bankrupt, and happiness is found on the way, not at the end of the road. So I think this is saying that even if for some of you, if this was a breakup or something, or some situation didn't go well, regardless of love or not, that basically the bank of love, there'll always be another one you'll love. Or this could be even saying that maybe there's another situation that you're going to love to get involved in, or you'll be happy again in a sense. And happiness is found on the way, not at the end of the road. So this is always saying that you have to enjoy the moment. You have to see the magic in things. Like, you just have to kind of take it day by day sometimes. And if things don't quite work out 100%, just see what was good in that day. Because always there's something good in every day, I like to think. Okay, so let's see what Spirit of the Dish shall be with you in the upcoming week. Ooh, you have the Ace of Sweets, so the chocolate bar. And, oh, I just launched that one. Okay. So for your dinner and a movie, you have action films and barbecue food. And for your energies, you have Sagittarius's, which is you. So that's about expansion and good fortune and like kind of being a free spirit. And you have Pisces as well, which is about vision, creativity, and illusions. You have Mars, which is all about kind of energy, initiative, and it could be a little bit about temper, that kind of initial spark to try something. And you have Venus, which is about love, money, powers of attraction. You have the 4th house, which represents the home, intuition, parenting, and children, and the 5th house, which represents passion, love, success, and creativity. You have Y, P, D, G, T, S, L, 5, 7, and you have nurture. And I think this is kind of you nurturing yourself to a certain degree, because I think you have, like, with the 5 of Cups here a little bit, that's kind of sad energy. And the Strength card, if the Strength card has a lot of unknown aspects to it. Like, she knows she's going to hit up against some obstacles. She knows she's in it for the long haul. But it's always a pain every time you hit up against obstacles. And even the 8 of Pentacles is always kind of, it's a troubleshooting card. It's not, she's mixing all this stuff. It doesn't mean she's going to mix it correctly. She's mixing it all together and spending all this time to figure out, well, what is the best mixture? So, and sometimes there's things that don't quite work out. You think something's going to go one way and then it winds up not, but it's just you learning the best options for that. So I think this is saying, and even with the 7 of Swords in reverse, kind of that doubting yourself, I just think this is saying that you just need to nurture whatever's going on now. You just need to nurture, take it day by day, kind of feel nurturing, like take a risk on something, but just don't get too down on yourself right now. Okay, and let's see what charmy guy we get for you. Okay, we have the world, the little globe. So to me, this is saying the world is yours. The world is in your hands. But also, this to me also represents, like, because this is like, I don't know if you could see it. It's like that little globe thing. So whatever way you spin this globe, you're only seeing one section of the globe, right? So it's like a 3-dimensional globe, not on this little thing. But so to me, this is saying that you have to remember that your perspective is what you're seeing at that moment. But if you shift the globe, you'll see a different perspective. So sometimes you need to shift your perspective a little bit. Don't just take things at just face value in a sense. So so maybe like if you're having kind of a negative 5 of Cups perspective, and a little bit like if she was to turn around, she would see all this great stuff. She'd see a cat, there's a lobster, there's bread, there's more wine, there's balloons, there's more bread. So, but she just needs to shift her perspective. So for some of you, you might need to kind of like shift your perspective about the situation. And so yeah, okay. Now, it is time. Think of your question, Sagittarius, and let us ask. Oh, mystical, magical 8-ball, the mightiest ball of all the balls in the world. What is the answer to Sagittarius's question? It says, outlook good. The 8-ball has spoken. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.